when the PS5 launched, that was probably I was so happy because they added to the Plus thing. It was just all the greatest hits from the 4 free if you had PlayStation Plus. It was like a library of
Really?
stuff. But the thing was, they also had a page for PS4 or PS5 enhanced games. So all the old games like God of War they ran at 4K 60, whereas on the PS4 they didn't.
Yeah.
I mean, almost every first party title they did that for.
I heard they're removing all the PS4 games from
They are.
PS Plus. It's only going to be PS5 exclusive
No.
games.
I don't think they're removing the ones that are in there, but every month, PS4 users get a free game too. So there's a free PS5 game, a free PS4 game, and then
so
whatever.
they're stopping the PS4.
Yeah, they're stopping
Okay.
giving out PS4 games, which I don't have a problem with that. It's been how many years since that thing came out? It was 2020. It's been 5 years almost.
I mean,
We're halfway into that. I think we're more than halfway into the generation.
Yeah.
How they're saying.
and most of the popular ones are already available on PS5. Anyways.
People crap on the PlayStation Plus library, but that thing's crazy. I was playing Sly Cooper.
Yeah, I don't play PlayStation anymore, but I remember looking through it like a few months ago, and I was like, wow, there's a lot of stuff here. Because I always hear about everybody
We
talk
just
about
got all
Game
the
Pass.
Yakuza games.
Yeah, I
Pass.
remember that's what stuck out to me is I remember seeing what is it, Judgment or
Yeah, both Judgments are on there. The Man Who Erased His Name dropped this month, which
Yeah.
is like one of the newest.
because I just hear everybody talk about Game Pass, and I never hear anybody ever talk about that. But
Because it's more widely available.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's on PC too.
yeah,
My question is, how much is PS Plus?
Depends on there's tiers to it,
There.
kind of like the Game Pass Ultimate and.
So what is?
So the original tier gets you the monthly games in the library.
Okay.
The second tier gets. I might have to look this up. I pay for the second one because on the third one you get access to like every single like PS1, PS2, PS3. But the problem is you have to stream them from like a server.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, if you have good enough internet, it's not
mean,
a
it's
problem. That's how
fine.
Max played the first God of War. Was he streamed the whole thing?
Especially for
PlayStation.
games like that are like
yeah.
not as intense
Oh,
to run.
man.
That's how I play. I don't like that at
yeah.
all.
I
prefer.
don't like it either.
But everyone tells me there's a reason it's like that, and I'm just like, what? There's
well, they probably just don't.
Where they not have the source code available or something?
Well, I mean, they probably just don't want to go through the work of having
Yeah.
to like rebuild these games to run on the PS5 hardware.
It's just easier to stream
It's
it.
so much different. So yeah,
Because
they'd
it's all
rather
coming
just
off
throw
some
in the streaming.
server in Los Angeles. or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, even if you have like great internet, I feel like there's always going to be like enough like latency to create input lag that's like
To be
noticeable.
fair-
enough.
I will say, when we lived because in Columbus we had like 800%. Not, it didn't stutter once.
Well, no, I'm not talking about stutter, but like you're gonna notice input lag.
Oh,
like
yeah,
there's that's unavoidable,
Yeah.
you know.
Is there much of a difference when you're streaming it like that than when you're like doing like Steam Remote Play in your own home?
It's the same problem, really. With
Steam
input lag,
Remote
isn't
Play,
it?
I think, depending on how you do it, may be local, so you're not really like going over the internet.
Okay,
so
I
there's
was,
not
I was gonna
really
say
a-
because like I have little to no latency like
That's
that.
how the portal works. Because since it's over your own Wi-Fi network, it's just
Okay, so that's a different story then.
Well, no, I think it'd be worse for the PlayStation streaming than that. But with the remote play, I think it may specifically be like through Ethernet. Like if you're playing it on one machine that's hooked up to your router through Ethernet, and then your computer is actually streaming it through Ethernet, you're not going over the internet at all. Actually,
one of them isn't connected to
okay,
Ethernet.
so it's through
I ain't
Wi-Fi.
got- I
so
got
it'd be
dog
similar to
shit
that.
connected
But,
to Ethernet.
it would still create input lag. Well, it depends on what you play too. Like I know you play Metaphor, but like God of War, like that seems
Yeah.
like rough. Even having like a little bit of
Okay.
oh, the
latency,
first one, the first
input
one,
lag.
like 2005.
any of them,
right?
honestly.
Oh, I mean, I watched Max
any
play
like
it.
action type game.
I'd have to ask him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd be interested to try it, but I just have very big doubts about how well that
I
works.
think once internet gets way better than it already is, which it's already very, very good. Well, maybe not yours, but I feel like once it gets to that point, it's definitely going to be a popular.
But that's what I'm saying, though. I don't think so because
don't think so?
I don't foresee because we're talking about when you talk about like input lag, like if it's like a 12 millisecond delay.
If it's going
you're
over
going
a
to
network, you're
notice
gonna
it.
get it anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna get it. There's like next to no avoiding that because like I'm not talking about you could have like fiber like
Yeah.
800 megabits down, like everything's streaming perfectly fine. But think about it, like when you press a button on your controller, it has to send that input to the console and then like basically display it. Through internet, no matter how good of internet you have, it's having to send that input across the internet to a server running the game and then create that on the game and send that back to you, there's always going to be some amount of latency there.
It's the same reason
I feel like
people
it's going to
use
be
wired
noticeable. Some people
mice.
may just not notice it. I notice it
Maybe.
really badly.
I just wonder if that tech will get better in the next 20 years.
Yeah,
No.
maybe, but I don't know. I'd be surprised if that becomes like a normal thing. Is like game streaming. I don't foresee. It
I mean, I
becoming
know
a normal
it's
thing.
been
there
tried
since the
before.
PS4.
Well, yeah, I know it's like a normal inclusion, but like not everybody does it. I mean, normal as
Nah.
far as like in 10 years from now. In 10 years from now, I think we would probably have like
More?
like an evolved Game Pass, like Netflix type thing.
Yeah.
But I still think it'll like locally download. I don't foresee
Okay.
like the common like person, everybody, streaming like
Yeah.
the game. I don't.
Well, we know
foresee that
Google
happening.
Stadia failed.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't that like a streaming?
It was
Yeah.
just streaming, yeah.
I have the DualSense Edge controller, like the
Mhm.
$200 PlayStation controller, and it comes with a cord and like a little device
Like a
like
dongle.
on the cord that it
On the
attaches
cord?
to the thing, and apparently it's like 0.00000 whatever input lags. It's for comp players.
Yeah.
It's the same reason a lot of people, even on console, wire their controllers up
Yeah.
when they're
Yeah.
playing comp games because
Yep.
they can feel it. I can't.
I can. I definitely can.
My autism don't turn on for that one.
I can even feel it playing on PC using Bluetooth sometimes. Like depending on how far away I am. I can definitely like tell that there's like slight input lag every now and then.